Hi, everybody. Hope you're having a good day. Hope you had a good weekend. We're going to play a little bit of GeoGuessr here in just a sec. Let me just verify that everything is working the way it's supposed to. You know, there's a few people in the chat a bit earlier. Let's see what we see here. On my screen, everything is flashing really weird. Is that doing it for you guys too? Let me just reload my screen here and see if that fixes it. Yeah, I'm not sure what's happening here. Now I just have a spinning thing on my screen. You guys, let me know in the chat what you can see. Because on my screen, I don't think it's working right. Oh, maybe it is actually. Seems to be flashing on my screen. Is not the effect I'm going for. Let me just double check something here. I know you're all anxiously waiting for me to get started. When I pull this up on my screen, it doesn't look like it's working right. So you guys can see what you're supposed to see. Does that sound about right? Okay, well, I think I'm just going to start playing then. If you guys can see this, yes, I see people say, Brent says, I see a road with fields on the side. Good. Field right here, field right here. Maria C is talking to Rod. Olivia R says, hello. Hi, Olivia R. Modag says, we can see a vast place. Mode is using a word that we just went over in the live stream the other day. So hopefully things are working right. Looks like we have 27 viewers. Remember that this is an English lesson, but it's also just a game. I'm going to play some GeoGuessr. And as we try to figure out what country we're in, if at any point you think you know, just let me know in the chat what your guess is. I'm going to try and teach some English along the way. You can see here, there's a lone tree up on the hill. When you say something is a lone, like A space L-O-N-E, a lone tree. And yes, as you can see, there are fields on either side. This field is worked up. It looks like the farmer's getting ready to plant. Oh, yes. I see. Let's see here. UUG says, oh, it's a game. I was wondering what's going on here. So it's a game, UU, but it's also an English lesson in a way. So we're trying to guess what country we're in. We're trying to, well, you're not allowed to pass here. We know that much. And let's continue on down this road. See if we can get a sense. See if we can find a sign. That's usually the one of the best things we can do. I can't quite read this sign here. This is a very small house by anyone's standards, I think. I think it's a very tiny place. So Tosia Tunia says, hello, Bob. Greetings from Krakow. Good to have you here. Let's see here. Marco Martinez is here saying hello. Zhang is here saying good morning from China. You can see this person, it looks like they had a little bit of a grass fire along the ditch here. Maybe a little bit of litter in the ditch. But there's nothing yet to give us a good sense of where we are. It's definitely, Adam is asking, is it not Canada? This is definitely not Canada. And I'll tell you how I know. We don't really have lines like this on our roads. The lines are almost always in yellow. So, hey, Sergio is here from Argentina. Good to see you as well. Good to see Rod, the Brazilian English teacher here, and Brent from American English with this guy. Mode Eggs is here and was in the chat earlier. Oh, we have a sign coming up. I think I blew right past the sign. In English, when you blow by something, it means you go past it very fast. So here's our first hint. So we're somewhere that has accents on the letter E. So that's our first little hint there. Let's see. George Hunter says, reminds me of Snowdonia. Unsel says hi. Don't know about the mountain though. Does Poland have mountains? Yeah, I'm not overly familiar with mountains. We could go with Poland as a guess. I think that's a good guess because to my eye, this does look a little bit like that part of the world. Though I can't say why for sure. You know, we do not, these look like concrete poles, and we do not make concrete poles in Canada. So we have a little fenced in yard here. This looks like there might be like a dog that lives there or something. Who knows? By the way, these things going under the driveway are called culverts. So we have Isabel saying perhaps Hungary. Could be Hungary as well. Oh, we have a van here. Maybe it will have something on the side. Now, I can't remember. I think HU is Hungary. I can't remember though if that's a trick. I think maybe it is Hungary. Should we guess Hungary? Let me know in the chat. I tried to speed up the chat. So we see Amina saying Hungary. Maria C saying Hungary. Hungary was like, that's like our default guess if we don't know, right? We usually guess Hungary. Let's get the first one out of the way, everybody. Let's go for Hungary. I think we have it right. Yes, we do. There we go. So 1 point for all of us. Awesome. First one down. Your streak is now one country. Did I enjoy this location? Yes, it was pretty nice. Okay, here we go. We are not in Hungary anymore, I don't think. I think this says hump. In Canada, this would say bump, probably, with a B, like bump. We do have a sign in English that says slow, although that doesn't necessarily mean that's where we are. We do have flags, miniature flags here, which might give us a hint. Danger goes along with the lesson I did on danger the other day, doesn't it? Just give me a sec here to test something, everybody. I just want to see if I have a working live stream on my end. I was having some slightly weird problems earlier. So just give me a second here. I have to wait till I get, there we go. Yeah, it looks good. Okay. Let's see. Similar to the flag of Turkey. Turkey, says Amina. Zhang says, I just got up to work in the morning. Yes, totally different time zone, isn't it? So we had people guess Turkey. But then I see this. This might be a big hint. The fact that we're seeing English script as well as other scripts. And the fact that we have this sign here that says, Happy Birthday, Singapore. Unless there's another country saying happy birthday to Singapore, which I doubt, I'm pretty sure that we are in Singapore. So let's look at a few things. Here we have an apartment building. It has several stories. So if you're here to learn a bit of English, you see there's a few flower beds out front. The flowers don't look like they're blooming yet. There's a few flower beds. And then outside of each apartment, there's a small balcony. And it looks like everyone has a flag on their wall right now. So it looks like we're in Singapore. We have a couple people on motorcycles here. And let's just go down this street for a bit and look at a few more things. This looks like a really nice park on this side of the road. In Canada, you wouldn't be allowed to park your motorcycle on the sidewalk or bike path, so I'm not sure if what that person is doing is allowed. We have a few signs here. We have a man here probably waiting for the bus. Oh, he disappeared. The bus must have come. And here's someone riding their bike. Must be fairly recent because we see the person wearing a mask. And let's take a look at this sign. So a nice little billboard here by the bus stop. So this here is a bus stop. And we would just call this an electrical panel or an electrical box. I'm not sure what's in here. Maybe phone wires or something like that. So let's guess Singapore. Let's take our guess. We got to find Singapore first. Why can't I find it? What am I doing wrong? You guys can yell at me in the chat. Oh, I'm just a little too far north. That's what's going wrong. It is a small place, so in my defense. There we go. We got 2. Okay, here we go. We are on what I think is a small mountain road, probably. A bit of a mountain up here. The peak is over here of the mountain. Let's go this way a little bit, see if we can get... Whoa, we are up high. We are up very, very high. Let's see here. Panzer says zoom in, but I think that's from the last. Daniel says, am I late? No, we started about 9 minutes ago. Brent is guessing that it's Hungary, because when we don't know where we are, everyone usually guesses Hungary. Let's see here. Okay, so I'm not going to say this in English, because if you remove the last 2 letters, we have what would be a bad word in English, but we have ecopharma. So get a bit of a better look here. Let me zoom out. So we have someone says Albany. Maria C says Albany or Albania. Maybe we're looking for Albania, because I don't think I think we're in Italy. That would be my guess. Panzer says, I have no idea. Let's see if we can get somewhere. Hi, Mohammed Riza. Good to see you here. George Hunter says, somewhere in Southern Europe. So here we have DOO Cravaria. I don't know what that means or what this building would be. It's kind of up here on the side of a mountain. I'm not sure if this is a bus stop. Let's look here. Once. So we have a single English word. Once. But yeah, if you look in the distance, you can see a few small houses. Maybe there's a small town or city over here. But other than that, we are certainly way up in the sky. Take some guesses, folks. Why don't we get some guesses in the chat? What do we have? 65 people watching. Hi, everybody who's here watching. I see a few guesses for Albania, Malaysia from Abraham. I'm honestly not sure. Sahli says, I think it's Italy. Mehi says Argentina. We just aren't. Oh, Sergey just subscribed. Thanks for subscribing, Sergey. Portugal's a good guess too. Let's guess. I'm going to go with Italy. Okay. I'm going to say we're in Italy. I have no idea if we're in Italy, but it sounds like a good guess. Let's try it. If we're wrong, we're wrong. Oh, we're in Montenegro. Okay, so first of all, not that far away. I know we would have to cross the Adriatic to get there, but it doesn't surprise me that it looked a little bit similar roofs and similar housing. So we were close. Croatia would have been a good guess as well. I see Isabel saying Croatia. And Panzer says, was close anyways. Yes, slightly close. Let's click start. Let's go for that streak again. This could be Canada. This is what it looks like outside my house right now. Close but no cigar, says Brent. That is a great English phrase. Okay, so what we have here is a few wind turbines in the distance. Some people call these windmills, but the proper term for something like this is a wind turbine. I think this is like a little camper van or something over here. This is probably a field of wheat. You can see the tracks in the wheat field. This is usually from the machine that sprays the wheat, because they do have to spray wheat to kill weeds sometimes, as well as fungus and mold. Let's drive up here and see if we can get closer and maybe find. Okay, I think we're in Europe somewhere. Ravning. I'm just guessing because that looks somewhat European. The building here looks very Dutch to me. I don't know if we're in the Netherlands. Little recycle bin on the side of the road there. big rock at the end of the laneway. You probably found those in the field somewhere. And then a nice tree-lined driveway here. So I see, could be Canada from Eduardo. George Hunter says, this one reminds me of when I was in Kent last summer, which is in England. Denmark says Maria C. Romania says Isabel. Unsel is guessing Netherlands. Let's see here. Denmark, Netherlands. Look at these horses over here. So we have a nice, we would probably call this big area a pasture, but this smaller area we would probably call a paddock for the horses. And you can see this person's out with their horses right now. Looks like a little town up here. Let's drive up here and see what we can find. Let's see here. What does that mean? Daniel Mendez has just become a member. Thanks, Daniel. Or subscriber, sorry. Thanks, Daniel, for becoming a subscriber. We have a little potted plant right here. I guess maybe a bus stop here, or maybe they sell things at the end of the lane. That's blurred out, so we can't read it. And this says Ravingninge. I feel like we're in the Netherlands. I don't know. Abraham says maybe a Nordic country. Brenstenludvej. Sounds vaguely Nordic. We're going to have to guess at something. Kibo. Denmark. Let's try Denmark. Let's go for it. Maria has said Denmark. I trust Maria. Let's go for it. Got it. First one down. Don't be confused, though. Like, this is Denmark, but all of Greenland is technically part of their territory as well. Well, doesn't this just look almost the same? We're out in the country. There's water in the ditch on the side of the road. Some nice clouds in the sky. Okay, let's drive down here. Looks like we have some wrapped round hay bales here. Oh, I have no idea. This, like, I've driven past places like this in Canada, but I have a feeling this isn't Canada. There's the tractor here. I'm trying to think. I think that's a Zetor tractor, which means this could be in Czechia, possibly, based on the type of tractor. Excuse me, I'm going to cough for a sec. Hi to the 62 people watching. If you're wondering what we're doing, this is a game called Geoguessr. And I try to teach some English while we're playing. We're trying to guess where we are. You can see a lot of evergreen trees on the side of the road. Remember, evergreen trees are trees like pine and spruce and fir. Let's see here. Daniel says, can be Canada. George says, looks like the countryside near where I live in Staffordshire. Yeah, is that north enough to have evergreen trees? That's what I'm wondering. George says, but that barn doesn't look very British. No. These signs look very European to me, definitely. Mode says a lot of coniferous trees. So I was using the word evergreen, but coniferous is exactly the same thing. So a coniferous tree is a tree that is green year-round and produces cones, like pine cones and those kinds of things. Some small little red buildings here, which makes me feel like it's very Scandinavian. Marcos Valbom is saying it's Scandinavian, yeah. And then Amin is saying Sweden. Do we want to guess Sweden? We could guess Sweden. That would be fine with me. Like, I can definitely, from my experience, say that these types of barns are not very North American. Let's try Sweden. Let's do that. See what we get. Oh, we were so close. Now, if you are from Sweden or Finland, you would argue that we were not close at all. That Sweden and Finland are completely different places, but we were close. Let's get to the next one. Okay. Now, that's the kind of job you want, right? At a place where it says Monday closed all, it probably said all day. Monday closed all day. But that means you would have to work on Saturday and Sunday, of course. Okay, so we have English. We had a sign in English. Although, honestly, this looks a lot more... Oh, we have some signs here, everybody. First of all, we are in an English-speaking country where you can go to Burger King and get the Extreme Collection, Extreme Barbecue and Bacon Tender Crisp. Interesting, I don't think that's spelled correctly. Open all day. Ooh, this might be a hint right here. So I thought we were in an English-speaking country, but we might just be in a country that likes to use English a lot on its signs. So here we go. What do we got here? Advertise here. Maybe Malta or Gibraltar. Endo is a new subscriber. Hi, Endo. Endo, can you help us figure out where we are? What do we have up here? Simply Market available. And then the bus stop is for Birkurara and Pew. South Africa. You know, I'm not sure this is South Africa based on the style of buildings. Like, this is a lot of brick and stone. Big Ben Textile Center. Malta, says Limited Ken. Malta, Malta, Malta. Should we guess Malta? Should we go down to the Mediterranean? Let's go this way for a sec. See what we can find. Oh, Bob just took you down an alley. Hopefully it's not dangerous. Malta, Malta, Malta is everyone's guess. So let's see how good I am at finding Malta. And let's guess. There we go. I should go to Malta. It looks very, very cool and very interesting. Okay, I didn't pause on the map for very long. Sorry about that. A lot of people were guessing Malta, so that was good. There we go. Now we have a car dealership. And we have a very Volvo-looking car. It's a Volvo. This car dealership, I'm not sure what brand of car it is, though. It might give us a hint. We do have a flag here. If you're into flags, that might help us. This is also Plastics Latvia. If you're looking for a hint, that's what it's called, Plastics Latvia. So there is a chance that we are in Latvia. We'll have to see. I'm going to guess that we are, based on the car we saw and how close Latvia is to the Scandinavian countries. So a few hints there. I haven't really been teaching a lot of English along the way this time, have I? Let me, let's see. Modeg says he's flag of Denmark, Latvia. There are flags there. Latvia. I'm wondering. I don't want to go too far this way. I feel like we're heading out of town. So I have a satellite dish on this house. I'm not sure what this is, but it might be an outdoor sauna, which would be something that you might see in a northern country in the world. Little greenhouse behind it. So, and what do we have here? Just kind of a little office building, it looks like. Well, I'm going to guess Latvia, unless you want to go further into this town, but I feel like we're kind of on the outskirts of town. When you're on the outskirts, it's the outer part of the town. Okay, I'm going to guess Latvia. Is that okay? Brent says sauna, Finland. By the way, it's sauna is the normal English pronunciation, but I have a friend from Finland who says sauna or something like that. Where's Latvia? Let's try Latvia. So the reason I'm guessing Latvia is we did see a sign, and it did seem to me to be somewhere from this area. There we go. That's correct. We got two. I don't think I don't think we're going to break the record this week, everybody, as we go through this. So some nice mature trees. When trees are larger, we sometimes call them mature trees. We have a little, might be a post office box or just a sign there. I thought it might be in French, but it's hard to read. And we have kind of these stone fences along here. It looks like a very much an older part of the world. Here we have some signs. Let's have a look here. Well, Vienna's that way, and the forest is that way, if you want to see the forest. So give me some guesses in the chat for this one if early on you're starting to get a sense of where we are. Looks like a little bus stop here, and there's like a little creek or brook, we would call it there. Marcus is saying Luxembourg. I think Marcus is guessing on this one. Panzer says Italy. Panzer, I'm just gonna... Yeah, there we go. Let's see here. Yeah, Italy, Austria, a quaint place. It's definitely quaint. Great use of the word. Little hedges, little cute houses. Definitely very, very quaint. Let me see here. There's a tarp over this building. A tarp is like a large piece of canvas or plastic that you would put over something. Austria, says Marcio. France, says Sally. Yeah, there's a graveyard up here. You see the crosses? There's a graveyard up there on the other side of that wall. Oop, I don't know where I just went. I did a funny click there. Entrepagny, Sancourt. This could be France. Should we guess France? Should we just say that we're in France? Let's guess France. I'm a little bit eager tonight to guess, so we'll see. That's correct. We got 3. Okay, now it gets serious. So now I'm a little bit worried. Let's see here. Well, look at that. Not a lot of identifying features. We have an old shed out in the woods. A car. It looks like, I wonder what kind of car that is. La France, L'Accident, says Mode Egg. Vinicius, you're a master guess. Yeah. You know, I think, though, most of my guesses are educated guesses where I'm well informed from the chat. Let's see here. Yeah, sorry, just taking care of something in the chat, everybody. So sorry, I just had to take someone out of the chat. I didn't appreciate the icon that they were using beside their name. So just that's what I was taking care of. I don't have Dave and Todd here to monitor the chat for me, but this car is, it feels like it's driving backwards, but it's not. I think we're going the same direction. Wow. I don't know. Some people play this game and they get the answers really quickly. But, well, this is one little hint. Not a big one, but pretty much I've never seen those in Canada. Have we been in Canada yet playing this game on Sundays? Okay, I'm going to guess Sweden, okay, because the car looked like a Volvo. I'm tired of driving through the countryside. Here we go. So that was a guess based on the car looked like a Volvo, said Isabel. And that's what we guessed it on. So we got 4. And that was a little reckless on my part. I suddenly guessed. Okay. Now we need to be serious. No more crazy guessing on Bob's part. We have a lot of information here. This website ends in .com though. We might be in Thailand. We'll have to see. Let's get a good look around us, everybody. So we have some canopies outside here. When we go to market, we set up a canopy, a smaller canopy than this. But we set up these little canopies to sell flowers under. So those are called canopies. Motorcycle, a few cars on the road. Let's go down the road a little bit and see what else we can see. That sound is not from Geoguessr. That's a motorcycle going by my road. Bangkok Spa. Let's go this way. Yeah, so a bit of information, but not anything that's giving me a little bit of a traffic jam here, a little pile up. Little restaurant on the corner, I think. Some outdoor seating. In Canada, all restaurants have outdoor seating right now. There is no indoor seating in restaurants in Canada. Let's guess Thailand. Let's do that. Does that sound good, everybody? Should we guess Thailand? Yes? Yes or no? I don't know. Maybe we should drive around a little bit more. Could do that. Let's just do that for a sec. Sorry, I got the wrong screen up here. It go down this way a bit. I kind of want to make sure because I feel like I don't want to accidentally guess wrong. So I see people saying Indonesia, La Vida Red, Taiwan, most likely Thailand. Okay, let's do that. Let's guess Thailand. Let's do it. Oh no, it was Malaysia. Someone was saying Malaysia. Maria C. Yeah, I have to trust Maria C. That's the key to this game, is trusting Maria C. Okay, well, no loss. There's still fun to be had this evening. Yes, definitely fun to be had this evening, but we are... Oh, are we in Greece? Someone help me with this. Yeah, Venetia says it was so close. And then Marcio says Malaysia is Thailand for me. And Julian says, hi, teacher, greetings from Dominican. Yeah, hi. You as well, Julian. Albatross says Russia. Russia from Venetius. Ukraine or Western Russia. It's beautiful wherever this is. This is the kind of place where Bob the Canadian is happy when there's lots of trees. Can we guess Russia? Someone's saying Croatia. I watched a video the other day of someone buying groceries in a grocery store in Russia, and I just thought I would like to visit Russia someday. It like the grocery store just looked very familiar, but then everything was different at the same time. It's kind of cool. Venetia says, have a look on the road signs. Yeah, just trying to get down the road a bit. And Laura says, hello, Bob. I'm Hilda. Hi, Hilda. Welcome. Not teaching a lot of English on this one, am I? We just keep driving down the road. Hopefully you're not getting sick from my driving, car sick. Oh, we have a truck. Okay, well, let's see if we can get closer to the truck. I don't think we're going to be able to because I think the Google van was driving this way and the truck is behind us. So I'm just going to guess Russia. Okay, let's guess Russia. Let's see if we got it. Good. We got a streak of one. Albatross says, Bob, you are a handsome man. I just look the way I look, Albatross. This is me. This is what I look like. Thank you for the compliment. Okay, so we have kind of a nice little town here. This person, I think, is growing vegetables, possibly. No, those are flowers. Yeah, those are begonias, I think. So they've turned their front yard into a nice flower bed, little flower garden there. These people have as well. Everybody in this town looks like they like a little balcony up here. Some more plants along. These look like hostas to me. Little tour of the flowers of the town. Let's see here. Eduardo says, yep, Russia. Show a bit of Brazil. Yeah, you know, we haven't been to Brazil yet, have we? Tonight, at least. Other days we have. Advocato. This is probably a lawyer. That's my guess. The person works out of their house and they're a lawyer. Oh, I can't go down that road. This looks like a school to me, and we have crossing signs as well. Oh, we can't go that way either. What do we got? Italy, Slovakia. This kid looks like he's in jail. Sorry. He looks like he or she, sorry, she looks like her parents were like, you may not go out. And she's just stuck in this gated fence with her little dog. Does have a little dog there as well. And there's a boat in the backyard here with a tarp on it. So you can see that blue tarp. Lithuania. So we have a minivan with some bikes on the back on a bike rack. They grounded her, says Chili Willy. Yep. That kid's grounded. They're not allowed to go out. There's a basketball court here and a little playground. So this is definitely looking like a school. Let's go a little further this way. Little greenhouse here. Little plastic greenhouse. So they're probably growing some plants inside. Little apartment building. Lithuania, says Marcio. Oh, and then the town just ends. The end of the town. We went all the way through the town. Lithuania. Got a few Lithuanias here. Should we guess Lithuania? There we go. That's correct. How did you guys know? Give me a hint, or let me know in the chat how you knew that it was Lithuania. Okay, so we have fairly nice city. We got a few signs here. I'm not sure what language we're speaking here. Avocado. Yeah, in French, Brent, avocat is lawyer. I think it's also avocado. But avocat is lawyer in French. I'm just thinking a lot of those languages are related, right? When you see those. Looks like a country where a lot of people drive motorcycles. In fact, a lot of the firefighters, maybe these motorcycles belong to the firefighters who work here. You can see the fire trucks here. This must be a fire station. And then they have like this old-fashioned, I guess, water moving thing. They probably keep these out front just for sentimental value. Spain, Mexico, Argentina. So Vinicius says Mexico. Marcio says Spain. Albatross says maybe Mexico. Marco says no way Mexico. Maria C says Colombia. And then Bernardo says Brazil. Don't think we're in Brazil. Just got this feeling that we are not in Brazil. Okay. The tricky one. What's on the back of this bus? No. Okay, let's go this way. It's somewhere where motorcycles are very popular. And then we have a gas station here, gas pump. Looks like this guy's gassing up his vehicle. Might be the police. Almost looks like a police truck, doesn't it? Mexico, El Salvador. I feel like I'm not going a good direction here to, oh, this, you can see there's barbed wire, actually razor wire along the top of that fence. Colombia, it's not Mexico. Not Mexico, says Chili Willy. Let's see here. What did well, it's somewhere on Earth, unless those are aliens disguised as Earthlings. No, they are definitely human beings. Okay, let me see here. There was a sign back there. I'm going to back up for a sec. See. Oh, and it's blurred out, so we can't. When we get close, some of the signs are blurred out, eh? Olympic Village Hospital. So does that mean it's somewhere that hosted the Olympics once? Probably. I don't have a clue. You don't have a Scooby-Doo, George Hunter. Colombia. Should we guess Colombia? I've seen a lot of Colombias in the chat. We can try that. We can try Colombia. Let's go with that. Ah, it's Colombia. That's 3. Nice work, everybody. Here we are in Colombia. No, I don't know where we are. Oh, well, we're somewhere somewhat tropical. You can see the palm trees there. A little bit of a sign there, but it's kind of hard to see. Maybe this one's easier to see. No, not really. Little bus stop out in the country. They're driving a Toyota, which doesn't help us because I think Toyota sells cars to pretty much every country in the world. Malaysia? MY? Should we go with Malaysia? That's what I'm seeing people say, is that we're in Malaysia. So let's try Malaysia. That got us 4. Excellent. We were in Malaysia. So just to review, here's Malaysia. Let's go to the next picture, or next place. Okay. Could be South Africa. Let's see how they spell Peter. No. For sale, zoned residential. Well, what side of the road are they driving on? That would be a hint too. Yeah, it could be South Africa. What's this say? Well, they have solar companies that install solar panels to make electricity, so it's somewhere really sunny. You can buy tile and brick there. It could be Australia, you know. It could easily be in Australia. What do we have here? Christian bookstore, Quick Spar, which maybe is a grocery store, or might be a place to buy gas. We've got some guys riding in the back of a truck, which is illegal in Canada, I think. Although people do it all the time. Is that BP sound? Wendy, she has subscribed. Hi, Wendy. Thanks for subscribing. Maria C says South Africa, and that was my first guess as well. You know, they're driving on the opposite side of the road that I would. Let's guess South Africa. Oh, Venetia says, though, it might be New Zealand. I think we should look around more. Let's try to get over here. Quick Spar. Cleaners. So there's like a laundromat there to do your laundry. Pizza. They deliver. So if you want to order pizza, they'll deliver it to your place. Let's see here. Gas station. Here's the FedEx depot. We have Kenya as a guest. Piam Porn is saying, hello, Bob. Hi, Piam. Maria C. Yeah, I traveled a lot. Maria, what did Maria say again? Maria said South Africa. So here's a funeral home. So this is kind of, I'm not sure if you're familiar with how to talk about death in English, but when someone dies, like in a country like Canada, they go, they take the body to a funeral home, and then they allow people to come and express their condolences to the family. And this is where you would go before they either cremate you or take you to a graveyard. Kind of a somber topic, but I mean, when you're learning a language, you do have to learn the happy things and the sad things, right? So, Harwood's Castle. Why do I feel like this is probably more like Australia or New Zealand than South Africa now? By the way, this is a pawn shop. A pawn shop is where you bring things and you can pawn them. That means they give you money for the item. And if you don't bring the money back, they keep it. If you bring the money back, I think you get your item back. They're not very common anymore. But Okay. Let's see. Give me some guesses. Someone tell me what we should guess, and then we'll guess. Road and verge. I was thinking South Africa, but now I'm not sure if it's actually Australia. Let's see if this gives us a hint. No website from Ngoza Hygiene, which is a cleaning service. South Africa. Let's try South Africa, everybody. Let's see if we... Let's just take the guess. Aha! We got it. There we go. By the way, I think we got that one. I got it almost right away at the beginning, but then Maria C. confirmed it. Okay, here we are in a lovely part of the world, very remote, very secluded. Out. Definitely. Oh, I wanted to read this sign, but I think I went a little too far. Valsop de Huis. Something, maybe German, maybe Dutch. Nice hedge along the road. Something you don't see a lot of in Canada. Nice little garden gate. Yeah, thanks. Maria C says, yeah, you guessed it, Bob, but thanks for the confirmation, Maria. Sometimes I was starting to second guess myself. So when you guess something and then you start to, when you're not sure you had it right, you second guess. There are very cute little houses along the road here. Oh, there I'm driving into the ditch. Like a little camper van. So I'm not sure how many of you are familiar with camping when you go out to the wilderness or to a campground. You might take a little camper van like this. George Hunter says, looks a lot like Southern England, but the sign looked Dutch to me. Yeah, it did have that feel, didn't it? So this is an interesting trailer. This is actually a trailer that's used, like people can sit on here. So I'm not sure what that would be for, to give people a tour of an area. Here we have a large farmer's field. Limited Ken says, not England. Yeah, so we have a nice, fairly nice car in the driveway. So this is probably a fairly expensive home. Finland, says Vinicius. Little minivan there. Yeah, a couple bins. Let's go down the road a bit and see where we get. Marcio says Swiss, so we're looking at Switzerland possibly. Oh, there was a little sign down here. I don't read other languages, but this says you can buy honey and it's 40 kroner. Is that Switzerland? Is that where we are? Definitely this is honey. Like there's a beehive, here's a bee. This probably means honey. Brent says we have those types of trailers during apple picking season. Yeah, we have a few farms around here too that they'll give you a tour. And then a lot of times they'll have a wagon like that that you can ride on. Yeah, I'm going to say we're in Denmark. Can someone look up? I don't know where they use kroners. I think, is it Denmark? K-R-O-N. Sweden and Denmark says suicidification. Another Toyota. Like I said, Toyota's everywhere in the world. I'm going to say we're in Denmark. That's my guess. Yeah, a few sheep out in the field. We would say this is, I guess, a flock of sheep. I'm not sure if 4 sheep counts as a flock, but when you have a group of sheep, you would call it a flock of sheep. Used in the Danish alphabet. Should we guess Denmark? Amin says Denmark or Norway. Denmark, Denmark, Denmark. Let's guess Denmark. Let's see where we're at. See if that does it. We had Denmark earlier, right? There we go. All of Greenland and this tiny little country called Denmark. Cool. Let's get to the next place. I'm eager to have a few quick wins here, a few quick rounds. where we get it right away. This isn't going to help me very much. Oh, maybe it will. I think we're in Czechia. CZ. We guess it right away. Just go. Too fast. What should we do? Someone tell me. I don't know what we should do. I feel like we should just guess. I'm going to guess. We got it. Okay, good. That's 7. Speed round. No, this doesn't help me with the speed round. This looks like an Australian vehicle. I don't know. Whenever I see a truck like this, I think it's Australia. Like the bars on the front and that. But I'm not sure. Let's drive down the road a bit. We have some signs here. Security system. That doesn't help us. We have a few people walking along the street. Laura says, let's go to Brazil. Laura, I wish I could beforehand say what countries I wanted to visit. So we have Marzio saying Kenya. Could be Kenya. So it looks like you put your garbage out in this bin here. Hoon Kim wants to go to Korea. That would be fine too, to go to Seoul, Korea. So this reminds me of Australia as well, but I know in other parts of the world they do this, where they have a large tank outside, so when it rains, the tank fills up. Certainly the flatness reminds me of Australia. What should we guess, people? We're going to have to guess. Let me drive down this road a bit, see what we can see. We're not seeing a lot, more of the same. South Africa says Eduardo. South America says Daniel. Let's see here. Could be either, I think. Modag says, do you call that tank a cistern? So in Canada, generally something above ground we would call a tank. And if it's underground, we would call it a cistern. It is different in other countries. In some countries, they might call something like that a cistern. But in Canada, at least in my part of Canada, we would call it a tank if it's above ground. And we would call it a cistern if it's below ground. Javier says, hi, Bob. I'm from Brazil. Albert, I think we can't go down this road, people. We're stuck. We can go... Whoa, we can go this way, but man, we are really out in the middle of the... Raphael says flatness. Are we in flat earth? And Amina says, go with Australia. Well, let's try it. Let's see what we get. If we're wrong, we're wrong. I think we're wrong. Yeah. But I would not have guessed Botswana. Okay. So we had the latitude correct. We didn't have the longitude correct. So we were in Botswana, which, I had a bit of a guess that we were in South Africa. So fairly close, possibly. Anyways, oh well. That happens sometimes. Let's see if we can get a few more before the hour is up. So here we are on a bridge over a small river. There's a city in the distance here. Got a car on the road. Pulling a trailer. I bet you this is Australia. Is this Australia? I'm just going to guess Australia. Let's go with it. Let's see if we go. Oh, what am I doing? Why didn't I just ask and see what people in the chat thought? Let's see here. I should have been patient, everyone. Sorry about that. Okay, I do not recognize this building, but I probably should. I'm sure some of you recognize this building. I'm going to guess that we are... Yeah, I'm throwing caution to the wind. I'm going to guess we're in Dubai, but I would have to check. I would have to look that up. Let me rotate again so you can see there's these two very distinct buildings that I'm pretty sure... Now, I've never been to Dubai. My younger brother actually went to Dubai. He was invited to Dubai because he did some research in a really cool computer field. And his team won a trip to Dubai because of their research. And I was jealous. I was very jealous. Hey, let's guess Dubai. I'm not 100% sure where Dubai is, though. I have to find my way around the Middle East. Here we go. Let's see what we got here. United Arab Emirates. There we go. We got it. First one down. We're definitely not going to break the streak as we go through this. Should we just guess South Africa or Hungary? One of the two. You know, it looks like we're by a big factory. So we have a smokestack here. You might want to be tempted to call this a chimney, but generally when you see something like this on a factory, we call it a smokestack. It's a chimney as well, but a chimney is a word we use more for a house. I would guess this is, can't quite see the alphabet. Hungary. Let's just guess Hungary. We're in Hungary. What time is it? 7:54. Now let's look around a little bit. You know, we're definitely at, like, it looks like an old oil refinery or something. Just have all these pipes. Oh, there's a truck here. Can we get a better look at this truck? No, we can't. Moon Kim says, I feel like I'm traveling. Yeah, you're traveling in the Bob the Canadian car, which makes people seasick. Or car sick, sorry. Wrong word there. So older factory. Let's see if we can find. I see a few people saying Ukraine. Cyrus says Ukraine. Marcos says Ukraine. We could try Ukraine. I don't know if Ukraine's ever come up before. Let's try it though. Oh, it is Ukraine. Nice work. Let's see. Let me go back here. Who was saying Ukraine? Marcos Valbaum was saying Ukraine. And George Hunter says Ukraine. Yeah, there we go. We got it. I feel like I should know what this is, but I don't. I don't recognize the flags. We are somewhere where it's tropical because we have trees with palm fronds. There is a sign right here. Not sure we can get closer. Yeah, I can't click to get closer. But oh, there's a bird on the tree here. What's that beeping? Oh, Gustavo has become a subscriber. Hi, Gustavo. Welcome to the channel. Welcome to this game of GeoGuessr where we're also trying to learn some English. Do you guys feel like we're in like Cambodia, Laos, that area of the world? Do you feel like we're like somewhere around here? That's what I'm feeling like. Thailand sounds good. Let's see here. So we have someone on the side, a couple buses here on the side of the road. Looks like people are out getting some water. Going to be a sign here that I won't be able to read. So it's a medical treatment center. So it looks like this is a place you come for, well, there's a little playground for the kids in the shade there. Okay, I'm going to guess Thailand, okay? Let's see if we can see here. I don't want to cheat. Cambodia, says George Hunter. Bangladesh. I'm going to guess Cambodia. Let's go with that. We'll see. Okay, we were not really close. I mean, maybe you can think that's close, but we were in Sri Lanka, so off the coast of India. We were in Sri Lanka. Hey, let's do one more. Hopefully it doesn't take us too long. So I got 76 people watching. Very cool. Really nice tunnel through the mountain here. Nice roadway. But I don't feel like we're anywhere. Last time we were somewhere like this, I think it was Italy a few weeks ago. Oh, look, some hints. .me. Oh, I don't know what .me is. Meridian.me. Why is that? Why am I drawing a blank? Marco has become a subscriber. Hi, Marco. And Marielle has become a subscriber. Hi, Marielle. So, .me, nous sommes perdus maintenant. Oui, c'est ça, Modex. Nous sommes perdus. Macedonia. Could be Macedonia. Croatia. we did see go back to see Ahoon. Have a good time at work. I guess it is it Monday morning already, right? In Korea? I don't have trouble keeping track of my time. Montenegro, Romania, Montenegro. Is that what ME is? Montenegro? Just a sec here. I'm not cheating. Really, you guys hear me typing. I'm not cheating. I just wanted to check something for a sec. Okay, let's go with Montenegro. Let me show my ignorance by trying to find Montenegro. Oh, here we go, right. Try that. There we go, first one down. Okay, we'll do one more. It's 7:59 my time. We'll do one more place. So it looks like we're at the bus depot, or what we would call the end of the line. There's a lot of buses here. It might be just a bus station. And the bus is called Nukrad. Hard to see. Someone's guessing, Marcio is guessing Poland. Cuba. Makita is a type of tool. I think we're in Hungary. I think we're going to finish it off. Finally, back in the country that we all love because it comes up the most. But I think we're in Hungary. And if you're wondering why I'm saying that, it's because over here on this sign, did it disappear now? Oh, right here I saw .hu, xtoll.hu. So let's guess Hungary. Let's wrap up this evening with a win. That's correct. There we go. Hey, folks, it's 8 o'clock. So I'm done. It was an hour. I hope you learned a little bit of English playing this with me. Thank you so much for hanging out. Thanks to George Hunter, Maria C., Marcio, Amin, Cyrus, Amina, American English with this guy, Rod, the Brazilian English teacher. Alexi Konkov was here. Good to see you, Alexi. Marcos Valbom. Good time. Chili Willy was here. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for playing. I am going to click the end button now. I'll see all of you. New video on my other channel in a couple days, and I'll see you next Sunday night playing this one more time. I think I have next Sunday night free. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Anyways, bye, everybody.